Hello, hello! Welcome to How to Teach Someone to Train Their Dog. This episode is specifically for you and me who are aspiring dog trainers. We will be covering 5 areas. The first one is how do we find out the owner's motivation? Secondly, how do we ensure that they understand our validity? Thirdly, how do we keep their attention? And fourth, how do we identify the communication style that is suitable for them? And finally, how do we use feedback to ensure that we can teach properly and minimize any disruption? So that's a lot. Let's go. Okay, so let's start. Thank you so much. And today we have Karishma with me and also Ayaan. Thank you for your time. So first of all, I would like to ask you a series of questions, and then maybe we can take from there. The first thing is, you did mention to me that you would like to train maybe one new behavior and also to work on one existing behavior. Can you tell me more about it?
The new one, I would like to teach her place. And I think that might indirectly help with the other existing behavior, which is she barks like crazy with the doorbell. Visitors come. Not all my visitors are comfortable with dogs.
Correct.
And I don't want them to feel nervous around her, because then that sets her off even more. She senses.
Thank you for sharing. So I would like to check for the first behavior first. So you mentioned about place. How does an ideal place look like to you?
I think just a spot where she knows this is her spot. And it's like if she's not doing anything else, she knows she can go relax there. It's a place for her to relax. Like, she knows when she's in that spot, she has to be calm and relaxed, and a safe space for her. She's a bit neurotic and a nervous dog. And she's very attached to me. And I want to sort of hopefully transfer some of that attachment to her spot.
You did mention about her being neurotic
and nervous dog.
A nervous dog. Can you describe? So what you did just now was great. You described that she would go and run after people if they are moving very fast, if they catch her by surprise, sudden movements, for example. What are the behaviors that you could describe when you said she's neurotic and you?
So any noises outside, she gets nervous, and she might bark, or if it's a loud noise like fireworks or thunder, she'll come and cling. Sometimes when she's sitting there, she will bark more at men than women. She'll bark more at I don't know if I can say this, but she's a bit racist.
Okay.
So she'll bark more at Indian men or Chinese men.
Okay. So there is a profile to what triggers her more compared to the other.
Yes.
Okay. That's
Caucasian men, she doesn't respond so, she still doesn't like men.
Okay.
In general, but Caucasian men get a easier response from her than Asian men, or, dark-skinned, or she's a bit classist also, I think, because gardeners will get a more angry response than, say, a visitor to the house.
Do you think it matters then what they could be wearing?
Yeah, if they're wearing a big hat or they're carrying big stuff, then she
profile to what triggers her more compared to the other.
Yes.
Okay. That's
Caucasian men.
Well, thank you for sharing with me so openly about so many details about Willow and also your family as well. So that's the first behavior, and you are hoping to encourage her to correct me if I'm wrong. You're trying to let her associate a safe space so that she can relax. Whenever you are here, or even if you're not here, or when there are visitors, there's always a place that she can go to. Do you imagine that you want to put a verbal command to this place?
Yeah, just place would be fine.
Just the word place would be fine. Okay. Alrighty, ready? Let's see what we can do today.
All right.
Yeah. I want to do a little disclaimer before we start. I'm not a certified dog trainer. I'm learning about dog behaviors currently. So thank you for sharing everything that you have told me today. I cannot guarantee that I cannot make any guarantees, like, to today we're going to do this.
Yeah.
This will be done. We'll see how it goes based on how she reacts.
Yeah.
And but my aim is that at least I will leave you with some tools that you can continue working with her on such behaviors.
Yeah. I would use you even if you weren't certified, Yiky, because you worked miracles with Milo and with Willow that time. So I'm 100% have faith.
Thank you so much. Let's get started. Okay, dokie.
Don't edit that part out.
Oh, yeah. I would like to ask you about the reason why you are thinking about place now. Like, is this something that you tried to teach earlier on, or?
I actually never tried to teach it earlier on, but I watched, like, all her training came from YouTube videos. So I get recommended quite a few, you know, once in a while because I haven't had a training session with her for so long, because I trained her when she first came, which was 10 years ago or 11 years ago. And I spent 3 months diligently training her at that point. And then once she had the basic commands down that I wanted, which was, you know, sit or wait for food or watch, recall, then I would reinforce it every time we went out for a walk and stuff like that, and in the house. But there was no new commands I wanted to teach her. In fact, I didn't even know place was something until it showed up in my YouTube feed.
You can train your dog to target 2 different spots, 3 different spots, as much as you say, but wherever that is, they just go there, they down, and then they relax there.
Yeah.
So for example, if you have another piece right now, you can just place.
Okay.
You can also work on that. Would you want?
Yeah, can. I have another mat the same size.
So yeah, let's try if she would actually, since she follows you, what if you walk through the mat and she accidentally stepped and then you reward that?
Okay.
She probably is going to be quite surprised the first time.
Yeah. I don't have anything, baby. So I'll just walk. Good girl.
Yeah. So and of course, things are not going to be always so easy. You want to like make it more and more difficult. So this is also part of stay. So if you could get her to down, you take just one step. She stays. You give her one more. You turn around. You give her one more. Hey, hi, Ayaan. Yes. You give her, I don't know, do silly things. I don't know. You know, and then give her one more. So that the idea is that she can build the duration until you release her. Take it
off or
whatever.
All right.
Maybe just take one step
down. Good girl. Good girl.
Take one step. Yeah, come back to her.
Good girl.
Yeah. And then release her.
Off.
Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. So that's the idea. I'm going to wrap this up. What was any feedback that you have for me? What is particularly useful for you?
Yeah.
That
I think just demonstrating how to do it when she's you know, the distraction
like outside?
thing. When
we were outside, is it?
Yeah. Okay. No, and even just the whole, like, you know, kind of doing a practice where I can see you do it. So I know what to do, because all the other stuff I've taught her so far has been pretty straightforward and non-complicated, you know. And plus, she was a puppy then. So there was no ingrained behavior already that I have to kind of train her out of. So watching you do that really helps me, because I haven't trained a fully grown dog. Like, I find it difficult to do it, but she's.
Yep. So this is the first step. The second step is to ask her for a down and to reward her for duration.
Okay.
Because I feel like maybe she's ready.
Yeah.
And this is something that you can practice at home. If you were to be sitting at the coffee table, you take the mat and you just give her one. After a few minutes, you give her one, and so on. And if she leaves, it's okay. You don't have to say, come back and play. It's like that, you know, just, it's cool. But it's almost like this is a slot machine, you know?
Yeah.
Every time you come, whoop, something happens. So it plays on their psychology as well. They are like, I just want to check it out in case there is some food, and bam, there is food, and before you know it, she will start offering to go there just because it's interesting for her.
Yeah.
So that's the first step.
Okay.
Would you like to ask me any questions?
No, that
Are
actually
you
makes a lot of
clear
sense,
about
yeah.
how you can work on the place yourself?
Yes. So I would put her in a, if I catch her on the mat, then I would give her the cue. I would tell her place and then reward her.
Yeah.
If she's accidentally on the mat.
Yeah.
Otherwise, for active training, then I would put her in a down, give her a couple of treats, take a step away, reward her, and then slowly increase that to 2 steps, and then doing other things while she stays on the mat, and reward her every time she stays on there. Was that
cool? Yes.
Okay.
It's okay that she's allowed to look at whatever thing that is at the door.
Yeah.
As long as she doesn't continue that.
Yeah.
And that could be a reason that she was so frustrated before this.
Yeah.
That she kept barking, because the more she's away, hey, come on, everybody's downstairs. I hear sounds, I smell everything, and I'm just out of the party.
Yeah.
So she could be like, this grumpy kid. Yeah, I stay in my room.
Okay.
I stay. It could be that. But what is really rewarding for her is actually to be able to see and to come back at you.
Yeah.
And I could. So now we're going to work on reducing her barking behavior. So the idea that we are in a new place right now is that I would like to see if changing up the learning environment will actually help her to realize, to build new behaviors. So what can be really useful here is to, you say look, watch. You say watch, is it? Do you have a hand signal for that? Or it's only vocal?
It's just watch.
It's verbal, right? So you say watch. So the idea is that I'm going to trigger for... I'm good. I have a wireless doorbell here, and I want to see if we can trick her with that.
Yeah.
And if she pauses even for just 1 second before she barks, we're gonna reward her.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like ding dong, watch, good girl.
Okay.
Maybe and it's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
The idea is that you, when she's looking at you and focusing on you, she probably will not be so busy barking at whatever and reacting to that. So let's see what we can do with that. She barely noticed. Yeah. Is it a hearing thing? You think?
She can't hear it.
Yeah. So maybe we work a little bit more inside.
Okay. I think maybe it's not close enough to the visual doorbell. Maybe that's why she's not responding. Because it's very specific. She knows the sound of the doorbell.
Okay. In that case, but you said if we were to record the sound, it can work.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So maybe we have, I think, do you have a phone?
One more time.
She checked in, reward her. Yeah.
Good girl.
She checked in, reward her. Yeah.
Good girl.
Actually, we can work with just here because I already see some reaction.
Yeah.
Whereas there, she's like, oh, I can't hear it, Thank you so much, Ayaan. So keep that on a backup, because just now when you were trying, we see a reaction. Yeah, keep it. We see a reaction in her. So, and she actually offered to check in, which is really good.
I didn't even notice that.
Yes, it's correct, right? It's easy to miss it when we are in the middle of everything. So hence it's very helpful to have a helper right here. This thing is really not working. Let me try. Can I try?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it sounds too different.
Sounds too different.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to test it out.
Yeah.
Ayaan? Look,
good girl.
Yeah, so that was very good because she contemplated.
Yeah.
But she didn't go for it. Yeah. So ideally, you want to start training from here. I think the area is just about here.
Yeah.
And then you want to move inward, inward, like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you like to continue train just tomorrow's here, or you would like to move like further in?
I think inside, because her reaction is going to be more pronounced when we're inside the house.
We're going to move a little bit just so we can set her up for success.